Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel, welcome back. You've just seen the We Are Driven intro. We Are Driven team still pushing Archie's journey, still pushing Bradley Dowry Foundation. Get yourselves over to Facebook, click all those like buttons, get yourself over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey, drop a donation on there if you can please, have a little read of Archie's story, and then get yourself over to We Are Driven on Facebook as well and go and sign up on there please. Thank you very much. Big shout out to channel sponsor as well, Woody's Wondrous Chilies. If you like the hot sauce, go give him a shout. It does sells just the chilies on their own. So yeah, the hand-picked chilies he sells as well, not just the sauce. Go and check him out, Woody's Wondrous Chilies on Facebook, or Flavour of Fire, I think his actual Facebook is. Go and check him out. Back to tonight though, we've got round 4 of the Chewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. There is Chloe Hewitt herself, the family behind the name. So tonight we've got round 4 live from Blue Moon Infield. Hey, I forgot where we were for a second. But after last week at Goodwood, we've now got a new leader in the championship. Cutler 182, 112 points he's got. Gets himself 3 points ahead of Danny. He's on 109. Millerman in third, he's on 92 points in third. Pajonsky has got 90 points for fourth. Aldo fifth with 87 points. Dusky, he's got 78 points for sixth. Seventh for Old Crawler with 73 points, alongside Rob Scott, also on 73 points. So joint seventh between those two. Alien Swift on 54 points for ninth. DMK Dominator in 10th with 53 points. Room 3, he's in 11th with 50 points. Corky in 12th with 41 points. 13th for Hulky with 40 points. One-Eyed Lou DK with 33 points for 14th. And Justin Gant with 4 points only, unfortunately. So that is points as of Goodwood last week. A mixed review of Goodwood. Some people liking that track, some people not so much. But totally different kettle of fish this week. No runoff. Here tonight. Well, yeah, that's a tiny little bit. You'll see. Don't forget, people still got merch available, t-shirts and stickers. If you want any of those, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. A little bit more information about those at the end of the stream as well. Right, into this lobby then. Can you hear me all right? Is the sound coming through? Yes, yeah. Mic's working good. I can't see it on some of the screens. Right, let's have a look who's we've got in the room tonight then. Ooh, TRG Joycey, new driver tonight. Cutler 182, One-Eyed Lou, Millerman, Alien Swift, Old Crawler. Old Crawler's been getting some good results this season. Pajonsky's D-Dot, also just a little word about D-Dot, streaming his POV, so his point of view race tonight. Aaron, evening. Come on, Alan. Who's Alan? Is that Aldo? Yes, so D-Dot streaming his POV over on Facebook. You'll see him calling people #SexyTees over there. Rob Scott is in the room, Aldo's in the room, Hulky's in the room, Dusky's in the room, and Corky. So yeah, we'll see how where has he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he left? Someone told him to get out. Oh no, he's left the room. So TRG Joycey, he is part of the Tanso boys, but he's left the room. Now maybe he is coming back with a different car or something, I don't know, different livery, maybe. I don't know. That's who we've got in the room now. So we've got a 10-minute qualifying, and then we're into a 50-minute enduro for you lot. So it does change things up a little bit. Damage on heavy as well, so if they get into contact with anyone else or the walls, it is a trip to the pits to get that car repaired. I suppose you can drive around with limited damage, front end aero, rear end aero, but it does slow you down on some of the faster sections. That big long straight you're looking at. And again, this is the infield section, so that big long straight is part of the main circuit, and so is the final turn. But everything else is a cut inside. Well, no, not okay, not everything else. Nearly everything else. All right, let's get ourselves in. Turn some nonsense on. Stop it. Cutler then just chucking himself on pole early on in this qualifying session. So again, it is a 10-minute quali into a 50-minute enduro. There might be a little 5-minute break in between the qualifying and race. There might not be. So 119.2 then for Cutler, rocking the Chewitt Racing livery there. Just seen a very similar livery on Chloe's car. D.90 then, again streaming his POV. He's currently got second, 119.4. Johnski third. Everyone worried about this man, 119.8. People are talking about getting his car drug tested, which is an interesting concept. It was clean last season. Alien Swift in fourth, 119.8 in the Alien Probe Mobile. Rob Scott in fifth, 20.1. Chocolate Monster. How's he going to get on tonight? Dusky in 6th, 120.2. Millerman 7th. Ooh, just getting a couple of wheels on the grass there. No hot lap on the scoreboard yet, but he's put one in. Is he 1 minute, 1 second, one down from? So he's on 120.3 then from Cutler. One-Eyed Lou 120.5. Aldo 9th on the grid, 120.5 as well. Old Crawler currently 10th, 120.8. Corky in 11th, 121.2, and Corky in 12th, 126.6. Probably new to this circuit, Corky. And let's go and find somebody. You'll do, Mr. Millerman. Go for a lap on board with the Millerman. Change that view. There we go. So this is where the circuit cuts off. You can see the main turn of the circuit just behind this one. So it cuts off onto the flat, which can upset some cars. Not so much these minis. You can see another great big slam on the way up. Turn 1, taking it out on these tyres. Into turn 2, cutting as much of that apex as possible. Through the little kink round to the right here. Again, got to watch the exit on this one. We saw Millerman a minute ago get a couple of wheels off just there. Through this little left-hand kink, then down towards the hairpin. You'll see people diving for positions down here, no doubt, especially early on in this race. Gets the power on towards this double apex, almost hairpin. Spins the wheels up as he goes through there. And just the final turn to go. This is where it joins the main part of the track. From the infield to the outfield. This big, long, sweeping final swoop onto this start-finish straight. What do you put in, Millerman? Let's see what you've got. So 119.9. So just go a little bit quicker into 5th for the time being. 8 minutes into quali though. They've only got 2 minutes left to try and better these times. Anybody unseat Cutler? Still on that 119.2. D-Dot still on the 119.4. Fresh set of tyres though. Alien Swift 4th. They've gone a bit quicker actually, 119.6. Rob Scott as well has gone a bit quicker, 119.9. Staying 4th and 5th though. Millerman's still out. Oh, oh. Were you not out on track, Pajonski? Is that why I hadn't seen your time? But he's put a 1:19.0 in. He's gone 2/10 quicker than Cutler, so he's chucked himself on pole for this enduro. Free tyre choice in the enduros as well. Do what you like. Super softs for qualifying, but it's a choice of softs and softs, mediums and hards for the race. But again, any combination you want of those, as many times as you want. Stick a set in the boot. Change them halfway round if you want. So just 30 seconds left of qualifying then. Anybody out on hot laps now, that'll be it. Here comes D-Dot. He is just going to get a chance for another one. Stays third, not quicker this time. Alien Swift coming around that final turn. We have got a driver in front of him as well. Who's that? Cutler. Not able to move up the field either, so he stays behind Pajonski for the time being. Alien Swift not able to go quicker either. Rob Scott coming up to that line, not able to go quicker. Who was that? Dusky, 20.2. So that's it. We are over the 10-minute mark then. These boys won't get another lap. Though moves up into. Move up in front of Dusky. Oh, Lou just going quicker there as well at the end of quali, 1:20.1, so he moves up into 8th, pushes Dusky down a couple of positions just at the end. Crawler 10th then, Hulky in 11th and Corky 12th. I've still got drivers out, so Millerman and Pajonski are done now. 50 seconds over the time. Cutler has got last opportunity to try and make up a position, get himself at the front of this grid for the start of this race. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? 18, 19. Is it not quick enough? 21.1. That's it then. D-Dot's done. Yeah, that'll be it. Qualifying over. So grid positions. Pajonski on pole, Cutler second, D-Dot into third, Alien Swift fourth, Rob Scott in fifth, Millerman sixth, Old Crawler in seventh. Oh, sorry, it's a 15-minute quali for the enduros. My mistake, people. My mistake. It's 10 minutes for the. That's still plenty of time left then. Well, 3 minutes. It's 10 minutes for the sprint races, it's 15 minutes for the enduros. My bad. It does say Cutler into pole there, but still got Pajonski's fastest lap. Pajonski's obviously chucked himself in the pits. Cutler just into the wall on the exit of the final turn. It's going to slow him down a little bit. Decent one. It's 1:19.8. Not quick enough for pole yet, though. He has gone quicker already. So no fuel depletion or tyre wear during qualifying. Stop people coming in pits for a set of tyres though. Cutler just running wide there a little bit through turn 3. Through that hairpin. Through that double apexed elbow onto this last turn then. Still got a minute and a half, so opportunities for another lap for Cutler. Johnski's in the pit, so when he comes out, he'll still hold that pole position. D-Dot going a bit quicker again, 119.3, but still. Alien Swift still on 190. He's got 2 119.624, so they're lap 5 and 6. Very rare you see that. Middleman says 4th, but he will be 5th. St. Paul Rob Scott will be 6th. And a lot of the drivers saying they get on better with a soft tyre rather than the super soft. The super soft seems to be a little bit too grippy. When you kind of expect the car to slide out a little bit, it doesn't. It then grips and then chucks you the wrong way. It's an odd little feeling car, the Mini. Not to everyone's liking. We get people turn up, you know, they see the racing, they think, yeah, I'm having some of this. They join the lobbies and then they go, ew, I don't like the way the Mini feels, but it's not tuning or anything, it's just the way it is. Not bothering, is he? Over that 15 minutes now then, so it is now time to finish these laps. There you go, qualifying over, just being confirmed though by Cutler, so yeah, apologies, it was 15 minutes, not 10. Crawler testing out his suspension before the race. A bit of front end damage on board as well. Damage on the heavy in these, so it does mean a trip to the pits if you get it wrong. Most people parked up now. Pajonsky just leaving the pits, looking for that first timing mark, so he can regain that pole position. Giving his tyres a quick scrub. Not that it matters, because he's on the super soft and you can't use the super soft in the race. There he goes then, back on top, 0.218 quicker than Cutler. D-Dot 3rd, Alien Swift 4th, Rob Scott 5th, Old Crawler in 6th, Dusky 7th, One Eyed Lou 8th, Hooky, someone's just jumped out the lobby. Who would do that to me? Is it you, Middleman? No. What's going on? People jumping in and out of this lobby. It's not the lobby, in and out of the pits off the racetrack, which is Cutler's gone. Look, Pajonsky's gone. I don't even know who's where now. Told you boys about this. Bleeders. Anybody else on board for the minis tonight then? It's going to be alright. Just got to wait for the lobby settings to get changed. Set it by hand, I'm not sure what's happened. It's because everybody has been in and out this pit lane, which has caused the positions to chop all over the place. Look, D-Dot 1st, Millerman 2nd, Corky, who was in 12th, now 3rd. Maniacs. Corky now 2nd. Go on, Corky. Is everyone thrown in the pits, or is everyone changing tyres? Hulky, I don't think you can have the super softs on, my friend. Although we'll see if Cutler sets the lobby up with tyre restrictions, then he'll get banned. Not banned, he'll get oofed out and he'll have to change his tyres before he can get back in. Okay, yeah, Hulky has gone to softs. Dusky needs to do a similar thing, or mediums or hards. Begging no one notices. He's going to hold on to those super softs. There you go. Alien Swift just sort of asking for, not because nothing to do with Dusky, just he's asking that super softs to be taken out of the equation so nobody can make the mistake of chucking them on, which is an easy mistake to make. Jump in the lobby, jump in the pits, all flapping, trying to stay ahead of the guy you've been racing, and I need tyres, quick, you just press buttons and it's super softs is first choice. And the amount of times I've seen people just pressing buttons and they come out with the wrong tyres on and no fuel. Obviously that ruins their race because they've got to come back round and possibly run out of fuel, but at least they've got to come in the pits again and fill up. So I think we're still waiting for tyres. They're not being taken out of the equation, so Corky, you're still on the super softs. Come on, Corkers. Mediums or hards. Looks like Corky might have got away with it. Let's see what happens, see what he's on at the start of the race. Go then, let's get ourselves back to Corky, see what he's managed to sneak on. He has managed to keep the super softs. There you go, Cutler. That's the mistake people were talking about. Right, wait for these lights to drop then, and we'll see if Pajonsky can hold this lead. Oh, we've got a driver stuck on the grid. It's One-Eyed Lou. Oh, he gets away now. Not ready for that one at all. All the way down to the back of the pack then for One-Eye. Pajonsky then holding this lead into turn one. Cutler right behind him, D-Dot right behind him as well. D-Dot fourth, Alien Swift, DDR, Alien Swift fourth, Rob Scott looking for that fifth, and sixth, top five, it is the top six, pulled a little bit of a gap already from Old Crawler 1.1. Oh, he's got Dusky going for a move up the inside. Him slow though. Hulky comes through. Corky gets away now. Aldo as well gets his way past One-Eyed Lou. So One-Eyed Lou got some work to do after that very poor start. Pajonsky and Cutler side by side running into the double apex. Oof, Cutler just gets the better run out. Gets the lead onto the straight, but could put him in a bad spot if Pajonsky and D-Dot so close, they could get the move done down this straight. Let's get ourselves on. There's Pajonsky hunting for the slipstream. D-Dot as well, closing up on Pajonsky. We've got these three drivers battling it out for 4th, 5th and 6th behind as well. Pajonsky's gone wide. D-Dot's going to try and slot down the middle. Pajonsky just gets in front of D-Dot. Still almost 3 wide on the exit. Still battling out behind us as well. Cutler and Pajonsky. D-Dot gets an advantage, slots his way past Pajonsky just side by side on the exit of turn 2. Pajonsky gets the better drive out. He's now on the hunt for Cutler, who's managed to pull away a little bit. D-Dot third. Pajonsky having to hold that inside line. There's nowhere for him to actually go down there. D-Dot just had his nose next to him. Looks for a way. Doesn't get the good drive out of the hairpin though, up towards this double apex. How far has Cutler managed to pull away? Is he out of the slipstream range? I don't think so. Whoa. Time is coming down a little bit. Pajonsky might... No, he's going back up. Pajonsky might be in trouble here if he lets Cutler get away. D-Dot side by side with him as they head up this straight. Through he goes. Still only a second between these two and Cutler. Pajonsky then into third. Alien Swift on the back of these lot for fourth. Dusky fifth. These boys a long way back now. What happened to Millerman? Has he ended up in the pits? Or has he just got it wrong somewhere? Oh, someone's got it wrong at the turn 1. Who's that? Oh, it's Corky. He's gone far too hot into turn 1. That kink as you drop off the outfield circuit onto the infield circuit can really catch you out. And yeah, he's picked up damage just on pit exit really. Got to do a full lap with that damage now. So back up front then, Cutler still leading, but only by 0.6 of a second. D-Dot and Pajonsky have closed that gap down on him, bringing DDR Alien Swift with them. To this final turn again then, through they go. Cutler just clipping the wall there. Gap still at 0.7. Are we going to see Alien Swift, Pajonsky and D-Dot work together to try and close Cutler back in? Doesn't look like it from behind. Alien Swift having a go at Pajonsky for third. Pajonsky on the inside. What can Aliens... Oh, he's got a little bit of a wiggle on. Oh, Alien Swift. He's had to slam the brakes on. Almost went on the grass. Keeps himself just in touch with Pajonsky. Top 4 starting to spread out here. So D-Dot is closing up on Cutler, and they have managed to pull a little bit of a gap from Pajonsky and Alien Swift. Cutler's got wide in turn 2, sorry, turn 3. D-Dot now carrying extra speed. He's got the inside line into this hairpin. Takes the lead of the race. Pajonsky was under pressure there from Alien Swift into that hairpin as well, but managed to defend it. Dusky up into 5th then, 3.2 seconds back. He's got Hulky another 2.1 back. Rob Scott 1.2 seconds back, 7th. Aldo 8th, 0.8 of a second back. Millerman all the way, yeah, he has got damage. Look, he's been into a wall somewhere. He's going to try and race with that until he needs to stop for fuel and tyres. Is it going to hinder him? 9th position at the minute. One Eye Lou 1.8 seconds back. Old Crawler in 11th. Looking for the toe. Lou going a little bit wide through turn 1, through the final turn. That gives Old Crawler a look up the inside. These two going to be side by side on the run down to turn 1. Although it does look like One Eye Lou's got a better drive out. Corky still trying to make anything in this race now. He's been in the pits with lots and lots of damage. 55 seconds back from Old Crawler, so he's had to do a full lap with all that damage and then take on a pit stop as well. So D-Dot into that lead. Oh, what's happened to Pajonsky? Pajonsky's now got damage. Not sure what's happened there, but he has... Oh, that's his race done for the time being. He's now got a full lap also to get back round to the pits, get that car repaired. Driver's just flying past him. for a tow, but it won't benefit him really. Like I say, his car's just damaged at the minute. Won't be running as quick as it should be. Let's see what happens later on in the race. Still got 43 minutes left to run. D-Dot has now pulled a bit of a gap. Cutler's come under pressure as well from Alien Swift, but Cutler has just got this inside line into turn 1. Alien Swift nearly got it wrong last time though. Cutler goes wide. Alien Swift looks to sweep up the inside. Can he hold that line? Does, into second then cleanly for Alien Swift. Cutler third. Dusky in fourth, having a little bit of a lonely race at the minute. He has still got Hulky just 2.2 seconds back. Rob Scott under pressure from Aldo for 6th and 7th. Johnsky's car in the pits now. Getting that damage repaired. He's going to be at the back of the pack, unfortunately. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to come out in 11th, just in front of, I'll say just in front of Corky. The whole start-finish straight ahead of Corky. Corky looking to get lapped here by D-Dot. Just coming around this final turn, not too far off him. Corky chucks himself in the pits. Oh, Corky's been off again. Front and rear end damage. Wasn't looking. So D-Dot then, a clear 1.2 second lead over Alien Swift. Alien Swift coming back under pressure from Cutler. Cutler gets himself back through then using the as much of a tow as he could. Obviously got a good run out of the final turn as well. Cutting that turn, got to be careful not to clip the wall through here. See how it just lets go and then grips again, these little minis. Cutler had to do a couple of little corrections there, so Cutler having to go defensive again into this hairpin. Alien Swift gets a good drive out, but Cutler still just going to have the advantage into this double apexed elbow. Alien Swift gets a good exit, but it's is he going to be enough to get the line? He has to give space to Cutler. Has to back off, drop back into that third position. Needs to stick with Cutler as well, keep that toe. And this battle in between them is just letting D-Dot escape a little bit here. Let's go and have a look at the time between Cutler and D-Dot. Yes, 2.5 seconds it's costing them. In fourth, then 2.7 seconds behind, closing that gap up slowly with the battle again. Rob Scott fifth, 4.4 back. Hulky in sixth. What happened to Aldo? So just a little bit of tyre wear setting in. Rob Scott passed Hulky then. Scott was battling out with Aldo the last time we checked, but those two dropped off each other now. Millerman car, a little bit of damage on board, still racing up into 8th, Old Crawler 9th, Pajonski 10th. What's happened to one eye, Lou? Where did he go? Oh, he's just come out of the pits in 10th, sorry, just in front of Pajonski. Corky been in the pits. Oh, he's now got the hard tyres on from the super softs. That's going to catch you out as well, I can imagine. Been in the pits twice already for damage, has Corky. D-Dot then. 3.2 seconds lead over Cutler. Still being harassed by Alien Swift here, just a quarter of a second back. Wide on the way in, Alien Swift looking for a faster run through this turn. Right on the back of the second place man. Let's get a ourselves on board with a Cutler and see what it looks like from his perspective, being hunted down by this probing alien. I'm sure if you look closely in that cockpit, you can see like a waggling ET finger stretching out, looking for Cutler's tailpipe. That was family friendly. Still on it, these two then, nothing in it, still just half a second, but again within the slipstream range for Alien Swift, so he will close back up on Cutler. All the time, D-Dot out front, 2.7 seconds away. Where's he gone? Oh, Alien Swift chucked himself in the pits. Nah. Down the order a little bit now. Not that much wear on the mediums. You probably could have gone a fair few laps more on those. That does put Dusky into third. Rob Scott fourth. Rob Scott now got a little bit of front end damage. Aldo fifth. Hulky now sixth. Hulky also a little bit of front end damage. Everybody getting a little bit somewhere. Old Crawler seventh. A little bit of front end damage. Alien Swift back out the pits on another set of mediums in 8th. Middleman damage repaired. He was carrying a little bit of front end damage until he came into the pits. One Eye Lou in 10th. Didn't get the best start, One Eye. Bajonski in 11 on the set of softs, and again had to go in the pits due to damage. So just on a recovery mission at the minute is Bajonski, looking for as many points as possible. Same for Corky, he's been in the pits twice for damage. So he's already a minute 18 behind Bajonski. And he's 2 minutes behind race leader. So again, just a recovery drive for Corky at the minute. We'll see what Bajonski can do with it. 2.6 gap, has taken a tenth out of him, but 10th is not enough. 36 minutes remaining in this race. Dusky into third then. His top lot not stopped. Fourth for Aldo. Rob Scott comes in the pits. Hulky comes in the pits too. Alien Swift. Well, no, let me go to old Alien Swift. Okay, Old Crawler's just come through as well. Hugging that inside line there for Old Crawler. Alien Swift coming in from the top of this track up into 6th then. See if he can get himself right on the back of Chris Cutler's rear bumper when Cutler comes in the pits. Rob Scott 7th then, just come out of the pits on a fresh set of soft tyres. Millerman on the mediums. Hulky on a set of softs as well. One Eye Lou and Bajonski battling out for 10th and 11th. Bajonski down for 10th, but One Eye Lou just takes that turn. Oh, he's gone wide through there, trying to carry a little bit too much speed for One Eye. Oh, he's only picked up a little bit of front end damage. See how he gets on. Oh, Corky in the background's just got it a bit drifted on through that next turn as well. Getting out on those hard tyres for Corky. Might be looking to run the rest of the race on those. So D-Dot back up front, keeps that 2.6 second lead between himself and Cutler. Joyce came back in and then left again. So Dusky 4.4 seconds now. Not making any mistakes and come in the pits about the same time as these boys, it should keep him in a good position. Is it enough to keep him ahead? I don't think it's enough to keep him ahead of Alien Swift. We'll see, we'll see. Aldo yet to stop as well. Old Crawler on the hards. Not stopped, Old Crawler. No, he's still out on those hard tyres, but is carrying a little bit of front end damage. So he's into 5th. Alien Swift right on his rear end though. Oh, One Eye Lou's left the room now as well. That's a shame. So Alien Swift all over the back of Old Crawler, looking for 5th. And just onto this long start-finish straight as well. That's the gap, just 0.3. Right in that slipstream now then. Keeping his car as close behind that as possible. Pulls out, you can hear the wind noise pick up. Alien Swift then looking for the move on Old Crawler here. Crawler looking to come back. Oh, carrying a little bit too much speed. Thought you were onto the grass than Old Crawler, but no. Keeps it on the black stuff. Currently 6th then. 0.6 of a second back from Alien Swift. Alien Swift got another 9.2 to try and close up on these boys in front, but again they've not stopped. Have a look. Are we going to see a stop now? D-Dot's tyres looking about half worn. He's staying out. Cutler is also staying out. Dusky staying out as well. Although got a little bit of rear end damage. Whether that's affecting him or not, he's 12.2 back, but not stopped yet. Are you coming in? Yes, Aldo comes in this lap then. He's going to ditch those mediums. We'll see if he gets that damage repaired. Alien Swift back through into 4th then. So 25 seconds back from the top. First place man D-Dot. Don't know how long the pit stop is here. Not that long, I don't think. 18 seconds back from Dusky. So we'll see what happens when the top 3 come in. D-Dot kicking up some muck there. That's cost him a little bit. Gap between himself and Cutler down to 1.5 seconds. Lost a second with that little mistake then, D-Dot. We're going to see a pit stop yet. Doesn't look like it. D-Dot staying high. Cutler is also staying high. Go for a one-stopper and just put 2 sets of mediums on. Ski also stays out, 4.9 back from Cutler, 6.7 back from D-Dot. He's still got that 17-18 second gap between himself and 4th place Alien Swift. Again, don't know how long a pit stop is here. Crawler staying out, Rob Scott no need to come in on the softs. Millerman 7th. On those mediums. Hards on board for Aldo after his stop. So he'll be running to the end. Pajonski then on the worn out softs, but in 9th position. Hulky ghosting out. Not anymore. In 10th then. Corky in 11th. Oh, Corky, more damage. Yeah, it's a tricky track, mate. It's a tricky track. Down again, D-Dot and Cutler down to 1.2 seconds. So we see D-Dot come in, Cutler's stopping out here. Both on the medium tyre. What's D-Dot going to put on? We'll have a look. Dusky. In fact, where is D-Dot? Does it tell us his pit time? No, no, it doesn't. Pretty long. Alien Swift's coming along right here now. Stops them taking on new tyres. Does he need to take on board fuel? I don't think so. Fresh set of racing mediums on board for D-Dot then. Comes out the pits right next door to Alien Swift. Alien Swift got a little bit of wear on those tyres. In a fight with D-Dot on those fresh mediums then. Still 22 seconds back from Cutler. Still got 6.7 over Dusky. Are we going to see Cutler in this lap? Is he going to try and do 1 or 2 more and hit that 25-minute mark? Let me drink my cold coffee. It was warmer than cold, if that's a thing. Stopping out again then Cutler, 7.1 seconds over Dusky. Still got 23 over Alien Swift, but D-Dot is all over the back end of him for that position. Swoops back up the inside here, not a lot Alien Swift can do. It's all about the power now, nobody got a toe off either or anybody else. Look over from Alien Swift just to make sure that he is seeing a D-Dot come through. Alien Swift gives him plenty of room, but D-Dot kicks 2 wheels onto that inside edge there. I thought that slowed him down a little bit. Alien Swift's coming back at him towards turn 2. To this tricky turn 3 then. Drivers getting it cleanly through there, but D-Dot does pull a little bit more time on Alien Swift. To this hairpin then. He's looking for that gap between himself and Cutler to come down. 22.3 seconds at the minute. And it is coming down. We're going to see Cutler in the pits with 26.40 left. May try to run 1 more lap. I think he's coming in now, actually, Cutler. No, it's not. That's Dusky. Apologies. So Cutler is still out. Alien Swift losing out on that one there then. So now 1.1 back from D-Dot. D-Dot cannot even see Cutler at the minute, but again, Cutler's not stopped yet. Have to come at some point. That gap is coming down between Cutler and D-Dot. Is D-Dot going to blow his tyres out a little bit too early? Or has he played it just right? Alien Swift into 3rd, then 1.4 seconds back. Rob Scott in 4th. Oh, so that's Corky's getting past. He has got a semi-worn out set of softs on, so may have to stop again before the end of this race. In fact, he probably will, with 25, nearly 26 minutes left. Crawler in 5th, so still rolling about with a little bit of damage. He's on the hard tyre. See whether he's going to try and race the whole race with that. Dusky just in the background, sliding it through turn 3, 6th position. 5.4 back from Old Crawler. Another fresh set of medium tyres on board for him. Semi-worn set of mediums for Millerman in 7th. Right, hold on. Cutler's in now. That gap down to 19 seconds. Not a lot of wear on D-Dot's tyres. And that start-finish straight then. Cutler not even in his pit box yet. Let's see what the gap's going to be when he comes out. Doesn't need to take on board fuel, so it will only be a short stop for tyres. He's gone for a set of hards then. Alien Swift goes through as well to take 2nd off of him as well. So D-Dot through back into lead of the race. 3.4 seconds over Alien Swift. Oof. There we go. Rob Scott actually coming through at the end of that long start finish straight to take that 3rd place off of Cutler. But again, on those worn soft, so we'll have to stop again. Rob. Cutler on the hards though. Dusky on a fresh set of medium, so might be able to close this gap up on Cutler. 6.5, and he's having a battle with Rob Scott as well, isn't he? So this could work in Dusky's favour here, as long as he keeps those tyres in a semi-decent condition at the end of the race. Gets himself ahead of Cutler and away quick enough. Cutler then still in a good position to strike on Rob. Depends if Rob comes in the pits though. He's stopping out, so Cutler's going to get a toe down this start-finish straight, which will help him out. He might be able to get the slingshot here on Rob Scott. Thought about chucking it up the inside, but Rob Scott closed the door on him. Still battling it out, bumper to bumper through turn 1. Rob Scott just making that Mini as wide as he possibly can through here. And they're not great at big wide cars, to be honest. Through turn 2, then into turn 3. Rob Scott, oof, a little bit of glitching. Oh, oi, hey, oi. There he is. Is he? Still sliding a little bit. With Cutler seeing that can't be good for Cutler's race. He's suddenly going to appear right in front of him. Ouch, that's hurting my brain. That's enough of that. So Dusky in that 5th then, 6.1 seconds. He is closing that gap on Cutler. Aldo 7.3 seconds back. He's on the hard tyres. Running to the end of the race on those then. Pajonski 7th. Oof, look at the wear on those softs. Look at the wear on those. 22 minutes remaining. How you've managed to keep that pointing in the right direction, Pajonski, is quite a feat, to be honest. Not ploughing into the wall through there either. I would expect we're going to see Pajonski in the pits this lap. Unless he's a maniac. He's a maniac. Yeah. It's the only description for it. Only description for it. He's looking to blow the whole set of fronts to full red. Can you get a puncture in this game? So D-Dot 7 seconds up the road now from Alien Swift. Cutler 3.1 seconds back. Has got himself past Rob Scott. Again, that glitching is not pretty to watch. Nice. Aldo then. Oh, Aldo, have you managed to get it wrong? You were 6 seconds back from flipping it. Who knows? Oh, connection issues for Rob. It was looking, it wasn't looking promising, was it really? So I think Aldo's made a mistake somewhere. He did have that gap down to 6 seconds between himself and Cutler, but it's now at 13.5. Dusky then, he's managed to pick up damage. Oh, sorry, was it Dusky? No, it was Dusky that was that close, wasn't it? But it's Dusky that's picked up damage. Apologies. So Pajonski blasted out set of fronts. Is into 5th. Not messing about. Oh, Rob Scott's joined the room. Oh, what a shame. Halfway through the race as well. He was screwing. Crawler then 9 seconds down from Pajonski, but on a fresh set of hard tyres. Millerman 7th. No wear on those mediums really, they're lasting plenty till the end of the race. Dusky then 8th after that damage. 16.8 seconds down unfortunately, so was sitting in 5th. Now 8th, Hawkey in 9th. So we've lost a few early on in this race. Did have 12 drivers. Lost Corky as well. Yeah, we've lost Corky. Corky, One-Eyed Lou and Rob Scott there. D-Dot stretching his feet out front though. A little bit of wear showing up on those mediums. Did come in a couple of laps earlier than Cutler, so we'll have to see whether they last or not. But he's still pulling time over Alien Swift, who is under threat here from Cutler on that set of hards. Alien Swift has blown that set of mediums out as well. Cutler's run it wide there though. Does get it back on track. Aldo to 4th, 14.8 seconds down. Old Crawler another 18.3 back. Just 4 seconds back for Millerman. Johnski has decided to change those tyres. Could have saved a bit of time and not changed the rears. On another set of softs then for Johnski. Is he going to get out before Dusky? Yes, he is. So now 16.8 seconds to try and close up on Milliman. A little bit worn mediums versus brand new fresh soft tyres. Dusky in 8th then and Hulky 9th. Didot just running away with it. Alien Swift then. He's managed to keep himself in front of Cutler. 1.7 seconds. The gap's still there between those two. Aldo brought that time down a little bit as well. 13.8 seconds back. Some big gaps developed then. It is pretty close between these two. One of the closest battles on track. It's the closest battle on track. Into this hairpin then. Did Alien go a little bit deep there? Allowed Cutler to close up on him. He did. Down to 0.3 of a second. Again, his medium tyres worn out versus Cutler's hards. There you go, great big red stripes on the mediums for Alien Swift. How does Cutler get in front? I hope Alien Swift's not hoping to get in the pits here. Because it's too late. There goes the pit entrance, so no, they're just battling it out for position. Alien Swift going high again, looking for that cut back on Cutler. Wow, wrong way. Does he switch it up the inside? He's not able to carry as much speed as he likes, so it doesn't work out for him. Cutler into 2nd then. It's now 12.6 seconds down from D-Dot. 16 minutes remaining as well, so time starting to tick away for Cutler to try and close that gap up, and I don't think he'll be able to make that much time up in 15.5 minutes. D-Dot's tyres have got a little bit of wear on, but might just be able to make it to the end. Alien Swift hang with Cutler now with those worn tyres. Great big blobs of red on them. Is he going to decide to chuck himself in the pits? He'll lose that position to Aldo, but he might be able to use the fresher tyres to get back past him, whereas at the minute, if he stays out, those mediums are going to cause him some trouble in a lap or two's time. Already bringing that gap down. 14.1 at the minute. He's just not going to be able to carry the speed around some of these turns that he wants. Aldo will be able to throw it into these turns. Although they're hard tyres, they'll still be a bit grippier than Alien Swift's. Good 3/4 tenths out of Alien Swift's time there. That time is still coming down. It was at 14.1, 14.2. It's down to 13.1. Aldo on a storm here. He's got to look after those hards though. They've shown a tiny bit of wear. Got no threat from behind really. Old Crawler in 5th, 17 seconds down. Millerman's got that gap down from 4 seconds to 2.5 as well. So this could be on here as well between Millerman. Oh, a little bit wide there for Millerman through turn 3. Still keeps his foot in though. Gap at 2.5 still. Johnski another 12.7 back. Again, he's on the soft tyre and he will be taking the time out of Millerman, but whether it's enough. So Alien Swift has come in the pits then. Aldo's going to go through and take that. Oh, I don't know actually, he's only got to come in for tyres. Where is he? Still not in his pit box. So Aldo does take that position off him then. What have we got? Set of softs for the final 13 minutes. They should last. He's now got a 16, nearly 17 second deficit to try and close back up on... Oh, sorry, no, that's the wrong time. I'm looking at Aldo when I should be looking at Alien Swift. He's got 11.8 to try and close back on Aldo then before the end of this race. Try and regain that final podium position. 13 minutes left to do it. Is it going to be enough? Aldo on a semi-worn set of hards. Right, up front, still with a 12-second lead, is D-Dot. Still looking after those mediums pretty well. He's got 12.5 minutes to run on those. Cutler's hards showing a tiny bit of wear as well. A couple of laps difference between them. Cutler's tyres obviously the longer lasting. Aldo into that third position. Alien Swift fourth. Always picked up a penalty though. Old Crawler now at 6.7 back from that fourth position. Millerman has brought the gap down to a second then for Millerman. Has he got a good enough exit here? Not quite, still 1.1 between himself and Old Crawler. So he doesn't gain a toe. Gap down to 1.2 though. It could be on here for Millerman to make one more position up. Can Old Crawler defend if Millerman gets too close? Getting to 10th through turn 1 actually. Wear showing up on Millerman's tyres as well. That could just be helping Old Crawler out, keeping that gap at 1.3. Comes down now though. Old Crawler's had to slow down through turn 3. Gap down to 0.8. Hard on the brakes into the hairpin, closing that gap down a little bit more. Drive out of these turns, keep himself in check with Old Crawler onto this long start finish straight. Gap at 0.7, still just in slipstream range. Just about keeps himself in range for a bit of a tow down this start finish straight. Oh, he's coming in the pits though, is Millerman. So not going for the move then. So back up front, D-Dot has lost a bit of time to Cutler. It's about 0.3 of a second. A bit more wear on those mediums of his. Could be costing him a 10th here or there in some of these turns. Cutler on those hard tyres, looking to close that gap up. Aldo then, 17.1 back, and that gap between himself and Alien Swift is coming down rapidly, down to 8 seconds. Was just over 11 last time we checked. Just under 10 minutes remaining for Alien Swift to try and get back on this podium. Old Crawler as well, holding 5th. Was under threat from Millerman, but he's chucked himself in the pits for a set of tyres, so that allows Pajonski back up into 6th position. Now, is he going to last another 9.5 minutes on these softs? I don't know how long he ran. How long did he run last time? He's already done a chunk on these, hasn't he? Wow. May have to come in for another set of tyres actually, Pajonski. Dusky into 7th then on the mediums. They will probably last him the rest of the race. Millerman, fresh set of softs on board, so he's out for attack now. Just under 9 minutes remaining, 9 seconds back from Dusky. 43 seconds ahead of Hulky. He's just keeping himself out of the way of Alien Swift. I think that was coming through there. Yep. Down to 5 seconds between Aldo and Alien. Is he going to blow his tyres out too soon, or is he going to be able to close that gap up? Up to 4.8. Aldo's got nobody in front of him to use for any kind of tow here. That gap down to 4.5. You can just see Aldo in front of Alien Swift, just coming into turn 1. Alien Swift likes to run it high here. Throws it in just at the 100 board. Carrying good speed through that turn there, keeping the power on as well, gets the gap down to 4 seconds, so he is taking chunks out of Aldo's time. All the way from turn 1 probably down to the hairpin. Gap down at 3.5 and getting smaller. Aldo won't be liking the look of that either. Again, it's a case of Alien Swift, can he look after these tyres for the next 7 minutes? Even if he does get himself past Aldo, he's still then got to look after his tyres so Aldo doesn't get him back. But tyre wear at times 8, so it's no joke in these lobbies. Gap down to 2.8. Visibly closer now on this long straight here as we turn this final turn. There you go, he was right at the other end of the racetrack last time we looked. 2.6 seconds the gap. Anybody else having a bit of a battle? No, this is probably the closest at the minute. It's turning into one as well. 2.5. Again, he will carry a bit more speed through here than Aldo. Gap down to 2 seconds then. 1.8. Close up again all the way down to the hairpin. Oh, he's running it a bit wide through there. Gap did just hit 1.5, but it stretches back up again due to that little mistake. Again, tiny bit of tyre wear kicking in on Alien Swift's soft front tyres. Still doable. 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes remaining. I'm going to stick with this fight for the time being because it is just single drivers driving around on their own, although there is Old Crawler closing up on these two. Was that Old Crawler? Oh no, it wasn't, that was Hulky. I was going to say he didn't look 14.7 seconds back. So that gap down to 1.7 seconds. Aldo going over to the pit wall. Alien Swift not even bothered about picking up that toe. Not even bothered. I'll stay out wide. I'll try and get the faster turn 1. That's what I'll try and do. And does so. Count down to 1.4. Learns from his mistake at that last lap, keeps it on the tarmac, gets that gap down to 0.8. He'll be getting a little bit of a toe down here towards the hairpin as well. Driver spinning the wheels up on the way out of that one through this double apex penultimate turn then. Keeps himself in check there, gap now 2.6 of a second as they come up towards this final turn. He'll get a good toe down this start finish straight. Enough, he did get a great exit as well. Sticking right on Aldo's rear end here, trying to gain as much as possible. Get down to 0.5. Not going to be enough before turn 1. Is DDR Swift going to go high to come low? Yes, he is. Looking for that faster line through again. Able to chuck one up the inside through the apex, but he does on the exit. Is it going to be enough? Is Aldo just going to be able to run it around the outside through this next turn? They are side by side through there. Aldo's on the grass though. He's kept it on track, but yeah, difficult to run side by side through there. So Alien Swift will go through into third, but looking at his fuel gauge, he's out of fuel. Aldo also flapping. We may have to see drivers chucking themselves in the pits right at the end here. Looks like D-Dot's got plenty to be doing the last 3 minutes. Although it does just flick to red there. Cutler, he's almost got quarter of a tank actually. Alien Swift as well, almost, so he's almost out of fuel. Are we going to see a big handful of drivers chugging it round final lap out of fuel? Aldo almost out of fuel. A little bit more on board for Old Crawler. Might see the last bit of the race out. Pajonsky's got plenty on. Dusky has got just under an eighth of a tank. Millerman should have plenty on for this one, as well as Hulky. So D-Dot's got another lap after this one. Cutler will probably get there as well. Yes, they will, yeah. So Alien Swift, but look. Flashing red and their fuel gauges in the bottom left. Have they worked it out right? D-Dot's still got plenty of time. He has lost a bit. Oh, there's a big chunk of wear on those mediums now for him. 8.1 seconds. The gap's dropped down between himself and Cutler, but again, Cutler on those hard tyres. Not been able to give it as much as he'd want. Again, D-Dot, look at the wear on those mediums. D-Dot is going to get another lap after this one, although it doesn't look like he's using that much fuel. This is only ×2 on fuel. Is D-Dot? I think he's going to have enough. I think he's going to have enough, although Alien Swift, these boys are pushing it. Less on than D-Dot. Like I say, they do seem to be getting around these laps pretty quickly. It's only 1 minute 20s, 1 minute 22s. So crossing the line there then. 57 seconds remaining. This will be the last lap for these two. Crawler holding 5th. Fuel. Pajonsky on those worn out softs in 6th, 5.5 seconds back. Still holding 4.3 over Dusky, but those tyres could cost him. That's Hulky in 9th. Just in the background there is Dusky just coming through turn 1. Final lap for some of these drivers. Then Millerman in 8th. Where's Millerman? Oh, looks like Millerman's slowing down. Home in 8th anyway, I think. He's just waiting for the timer to tick over. Let's get ourselves back on board with race leader D-Dot. So we are over that 50-minute. This has become final lap. D-Dot looks like he's got plenty of fuel on. That gap has come down to 6 seconds though. Let's just see who has crossed the line. It is Millerman. Takes the first position tonight, 8th. Drivers here, most of the drivers are going to cross the line before these two. So Alien Swift does come home for 3rd then, skin of his teeth on fuel. Same for Aldo, 4th place. Old Crawler, another good result, 5th position for Old Crawler tonight. Pajonsky again managed to make something out of this race, 6th position. Hulky comes in for 9th. Dusky takes 7th. We've already seen cross the line, and it's just D-Dot and Cutler to go. Yeah, D-Dot's got plenty of fuel on. That gap does come down to 5.4 at the end there, but not enough for Cutler to do anything. So it is going to be a win here for D-Dot. Crossing the line then to take the checkered flag. It was a good race, D-Dot. Cutler as well tried everything he could, but not enough to take that win back off of D-Dot, unfortunately. Yeah, Pajonsky having a mare, ended up in the wall, picked up damage. Lost a couple of drivers as well. Rob Scott halfway through went all glitchy and then disappeared. Yeah, unfortunate. So there we go, a win on board for D-Dot. He'll be happy about that, I'm sure of it. So there was round 4, done and done. Back to the sprint races next week. Where did I see we were at? Where did I see we were at? Come on. That's never still going to be open, is it? Come on, that's never still going to be open. Let's have a look where we're at next week. We are at Sardegna Road Track B next week. Back to 3 15-minute sprint races. So a little bit of a different format. Success ballast and things like that come into play, and reverse grids and things like that. So yes, it does make for some different racing in the sprint races. So come and check that out, same time, same place next week, 8:30. I am back myself on Wednesday night for the Team Oliver Racing GR3 League, so come and check that out. That's usually really good racing from the big faster cars. Friday night back with the Mature Racing Club's GTTCC or Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship. So that's at 9 o'clock on Friday, and then Sunday 9 o'clock back for the P1 boys and their GR3 League. That is 9 o'clock. And then yes, same time, same place, 8:30 Monday night, minis, always. Has been for 2 years-ish, when it's on anyway. Millerman, no problem at all. There you go, Odd Crawler is happy with 5th, I thought he would be. So yes, that's pretty much going to be it from me. There's a couple of ways you can help my channel out if you wish to do so. Get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/darksmoke and drop a donation on there. I'd much rather you got hold of me at darksmoker@googlemail.com and send me a little bit of money, similar sort of cost as a donation on Buy Me a Coffee, and send it to the PayPal and I'll drop you some stickers in the post instead of just getting a thank you. There's t-shirts and stickers available, all available if you hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. There's plenty of stuff already gone out, so yeah, hit me up if you want any of that. But other than that, I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.